Well, good morning. We just got the calves done and breakfast done. Got the belts. We did some shop work, basically. Dad's on his way to get some new belts for our auger. And we got a equipment shuffle that's gonna happen here shortly and get some new, fresh equipment into the shop. Welcome to Pond Bank Farms, by the way. We have a good video for ya. Merry Christmas, by the way. This video is dropping on Christmas Day, so I hope everyone is having a very Merry Christmas. Can you say Merry Christmas?
Merry Christmas.
And a Happy New Year, of course. All right, let's get started here. It's even snowing a little bit. It's a perfect Christmas day, even though it's not Christmas yet, but when you're watching it will be, and it's coming right up. Okay, so I'm currently waiting for Dad to return with the belts. I got him off of here. We got to get him back on here. And the plan today is to move all this equipment out of here. Okay, the rake is neatly tucked away. Yes, this building has seen better days. It's so light, and it's been like this for so long. I doubt it'll fall down. I don't know. I guess I shouldn't probably risk putting a $20,000 piece of equipment in there, but I have been. Okay, we're just gonna pull this in here for now. Got a tiny bit of work to do yet on the flex head here, but we're almost done with that as well. Time to go combine it. Airing this corn header off and unhooking it, getting it off the combine. As clean as most years because it's half froze, but I got a lot of the crud out. As you can see, it's still not ideal, but it'll be fine. So when I started this combine up, it's only like -2 or 3 outside, but the battery just so turned over, so not sure if I'll need new batteries next year or not. Of course, it always starts better in the warmer weather, and it's been sitting a while, so now that I'm talking about it, actually, I'm thinking maybe I should just throw the battery charger on and let it charge for however long until it fills it up. Maybe that's what I should do. That looks good. Now we'll be able to get the combine in the shed a little bit better too. Okay, as you can see, gotta turn the blinker off, or the 4-ways or something's turned on. There we go. It is a better fit in here now. We got a bit more room. Very good. Good morning, y'all. We are just rearranging some equipment this morning, and well, the reason we're rearranging it is because this tractor, I want to change all the oil in, and I figured to warm it up, what better way than to move some equipment. So right now we're moving the corn head to the back of the heifer barn. Thank you. So we're just parking the corn header back here out of the way because we won't be using it pretty much a full year, so. Okay. Okay, I can't say we're dropping all the oils in here, but because we're not doing the hydraulic oil, but we did the front hubs, front axle, and we're doing the motor oil. Don't put that many hours on this tractor, but we change the motor oil once a year. I haven't done the front axle or front hubs last year, so it has been 2 years since I did that. Front axle oil looked pretty much like new, so that's good to see. And then this is, you can see, definitely needed to be changed. Pull the keys while the motor oil's out. I always do that, or I always try to do that. Sometimes I forget. Yeah, I took the key out so we don't start it, or else we'd wreck the engine. So years ago we installed what's called the AMSOIL bypass filters. We have gotten away from that now. I don't know if we're not really big believers in it anymore. And the idea is if you put them on, you don't have to change the oil as often. I don't buy it anymore, to be honest. So I wish we would have never put it on. Anyway, this filter we got off, it was tighter than anything else, and we broke our whatever filter wrench or whatever they're called doing it. So garbage. Got it off, at least. I'm normally not this messy, but it's funny when you have one hand, it's to get worse. Yes, we used to be hooked on AMSOIL, but it just got way too expensive. These are the only AMSOIL filters we get now, but we don't use any AMSOIL oil. Actually, I shouldn't say that. We do use AMSOIL on some of our smaller engines because, like, we believe it's a good oil. It's just so expensive. Okay, filters are installed back on. We just gotta top everything up with oil yet. That'll wait. We got some family skating we're gonna go to. Last time we had Clyde out on the ice, he really enjoyed it, so figured we'll get him out on the ice again. We're Canadian. Daddy. Of course we gotta play hockey in the winter. Is that right? Oh yeah. Well, I was just mixing feed and I had a shear bolt snap on the PDO. Not sure what's going on, so I'm taking it up to the Heifer barn where it's a bit warmer and I have a bit more light. Gonna throw a new shear bolt in, see what's going on. And I was mixing tonight, but there is plenty of feed tonight, so I'm just gonna be stopping mixing feed tonight and resume in the morning. Well, there you have it. Not sure why it broke. Like I said, I hope it's a fluke thing, but... Yep, that's how we shut this tractor off now. So I'm seeing this broken bolt, these jam nuts were a bit loose. So I wonder if it wiggled free. Hopefully. Hope that's a problem. Okay, I should have a wrench, but didn't have anything up in the Heifer barn. We're gonna see how if that fixes the issue. Hopefully it does. So as you can see, it started up and it was running, but I decided to stop it and look closer at it tomorrow. Because I was hearing a bit of crashing and banging in here. Seems like there's something in here that shouldn't be in here. And I want to investigate further tomorrow. But I don't see anything, but I'll maybe just jump over here and take a look. But should almost look while it's running. Have 2 people up here, I think. See if we can see what's going on. Right now I have the lid open like halfway, trying to get whatever is in there to come out. I don't know if it's a stone or what, but see if we can get it out. I found the culprit. Broken knife. Glad I found that because that can get wedged in, and when the mixer's full, wedged in, not a good thing. I thought of it last night when I dropped one of the bales in. I dropped it from a little bit high and I must have broke it off. And we have some spare of these at home or in the shop that I'll get on here, but found it. Okay, scrap steel, I guess. Just a reminder to anyone, when you crawl in these mixers, you cannot take too many precautions, especially if there's more than one person on the farm. Even if there's not, you're in there, someone goes and starts it up, doesn't look in, thinks that everything's fine. It's just, it'd be horrible. I shut the tractor off as a precaution. Honestly, I should have probably even unhooked the PDO. I didn't, but you cannot take too many precautions. I've heard too many horror stories, and it's just a reminder to any farmers out there, and I need the reminder myself. Try to let this bale in a little bit more gentle. It is cold. It's a cold wind. Anyway, I'm done mixing feed now, and I'm heading off. Taking off the rest of the day. I got hockey tonight, and we're gonna go out for lunch and take the afternoon and hang out with the fam. Do a little bit of shopping. Finish up our Christmas shopping. I haven't got Emily anything yet. That's a kind of important thing. Not that we're going crazy with the gifts this year, but you know. We are enjoying some ice cream right now because we were at a restaurant. We decided to try a restaurant for the first time, and it did not live up to expectations. And the portions were pretty bad.
1 cube of carrot and half a mushroom.
They were just not much to be desired. So we came to the store. Well, we're gonna anyway have some ice cream. And then the ice cream store we were gonna go to was closed, so we came to No Frills and got some ice cream. Wow, it is cold this morning. I enjoy a good cold morning, to be honest. Wouldn't want it every day, but it's fresh. It's very nice and fresh. This tractor was so close to starting, but it was minus 20 last night. Something's a little off with the battery. So it is what it is. I kind of expected that. I got this thing. I showed it before on here using it. It is absolutely incredible. I know some people asked about it, and I'll put a link in the description if you want to go buy one. Be a perfect late Christmas present to yourself. But I'm gonna put it on here and see if it works. I don't know how it'll work in the cold. I'm guessing it'll work fine, but we'll see. So you just attach these, and I gotta press this button and then this button, power, And then I have, and it comes with a handy dandy light. Anyway, oh, yeah, anyway. So I'm gonna, flashing light too, I guess. I'm gonna press this button. I got 60 seconds to go try and start it. See how she fires up. It is chilly this morning, okay. I think we are good. Okay, see if it fires up. Well, the sun's out, it feels pretty good. Let's see, I guess this is the next test, but I'm pretty sure this tractor will start. Got it plugged in. Car just needs some gasoline, and I'm just heading down. I got the bottles in the back to do the veal calves at my place. And I got both tractors going. They're warming up right now to mix feed. Okay, we got the mixer tractor up here. I'm just grabbing it. But I had a question wondering what we feed our heifers as far as baleage goes. We give them round bales of baleage. The younger ones get hay. I think Jake gives them some corn too. As far as the older ones, they get any maybe more garbage baleage we have that doesn't go into the milk cow ration. But they also, the main thing that we give them, or we have been giving them, but it's subject to change, is peas and oats. So we planted peas and oats in the spring, take it off for green feed, wrap it, bale it, wrap it, feed it to them. But it has been working great. However, it's expensive. So it started last spring. We had one field left to plant. It was too wet. We had to wait a while. Well, we were still using our green box drill back then, so it was still half full of the spring wheat seed when I wanted to plant the peas and oats on the last 7 acres or something. And so I called Dad up. I'm like, I don't feel like emptying this. I'm just gonna plant this, and then when it gets empty, put peas and oats in. And so that's what we did. And that wheat really came nice and made some beautiful feed. The heifers loved it. We harvested it fairly late. It was in head, and we thought it might be a little late, but the heifers loved it. And so, carry forward to this spring, we are planning on planting wheat, spring wheat for them. We kept some of our spring wheat seed back for doing just that this spring. So that saved us 10 or 15,000 bucks. We liked it last year, so there's no reason to think that we shouldn't like it this year. We'll see how it goes, but that's what we'll be feeding them this year. And we also, last fall, planted oats. Yeah, so we just feed them a lot of green feed. We fed them now wheat, green wheat, wrapped and baled, oats, wrapped and baled, and peas and oats, baled and wrapped. So a bit of everything, and they do exceptionally well. I guess another thing we have fed in this heifer barn has been sorghum. We don't love sorghum. It makes okay feed, but we underseed everything, all of our green feed that we plant in the spring, and it's really hard to get good weed control with the sorghum. We always get a lot of weeds. I think it's just too open, and the weeds can compete too easily. I don't know what it is, because like this spring we actually grew some sorghum, and I went in, I sprayed it Roundup, and I got it nice and clean. The field was super clean, kind of sorghum, and we still got a fair few weeds in there. So that's the main reason I don't like sorghum. It makes okay feed, like I said. We've never got a crazy amount of feed. Our second head sorghum was pretty good, but I feel like it doesn't make quite as nice feed. So the water in here froze up pretty good. There is like, if you break through the ice, there is still water underneath. It's not flowing anymore. So when you have 30, 40 calves in here and they're drinking constantly, it's not usually a huge deal. So that kind of, I don't know what we're gonna do. We're gonna get some warm days coming up here. Not super warm though, so we'll have to see, try to work on it then maybe. On a different topic, last night when I came to do the calves, I seen a big raccoon run out of here, so I'm guessing it is helping itself to some of the corn, which we don't need to feed raccoons. So we'll probably set up some sort of live trap and send it to a better place. Okay, we're done with that chore for the morning. So we got some hay sold. We're only taking 2 bales. Is it worth just taking 2 bales? Probably not. But I didn't complain too hard because they got a really steep lane going down into their place. And I just did not feel like with this weather to be having a wagon load of bales, taking it and risk sliding down the hill. So I'm happy just taking 2 bales today. So our neighbor texted me this morning. They got 2 new bull calves for us to pick up. So Dad's gonna pick that up soon. I gotta get the hutches all set up. This is the hill I was talking about. I would not want to come down it today with the wagon. It's -5, so snow's a little slipperier than it is when it's -20. Okay, got the bales delivered. I just want to say, with it being Christmas and all, let's just take a second to remember the greatest gift of all. God, the creator of the universe, the creator of you and me, sent his only son, Jesus, to be born and to grow up among us and eventually get crucified and die for us so that we could spend an eternity with him. It is a crazy gift he has given us, and if you do not believe in that today, you should definitely check it out, because the stakes are too high to not at least do the research to know what you believe. I'm not asking you to believe because I said you should believe or anything like that. You have to believe because you believe and that you found this to be something that you believe in. Jake is just cleaning out the heifer barn right now, the scrape alley. And I am grabbing a hutch. This is the second hutch. I got the first hutch in place already. And we'll put it in place. Okay, so we got the 2 in place here. The plan is to have a row right along here now. We cleaned all this up for that. And plans always are evolving here. Gonna close up all the vents on here for now so they stay warm. Okay, calves are in the hutch. It's kind of a good spot back here because depending where you're going, right here it's very protected, at least with the breeze right now. So I think it'll be a good spot. It's protected at the back by a short wall. The front, there's all kinds of buildings and stuff around here, so I guess we'll see. One of these bays we're just using for loose straw right now. Jake puts the whatever falls out of the mixer in here, so it's gonna work pretty good for the hutches, I think. So as I'm recording this, I am 21 subscribers away from 3,000 subscribers, which is absolutely crazy. I never expected it to grow this fast when I started it. So once again, thank you to everybody who's watching this and supporting me. From the comments, to the likes, to the shares, to people coming up to me in person and telling me that you enjoy my videos and talking to me about it. It means so much, and it honestly makes it so much fun to keep going and bring you more content. So thank you for that. Also, as you can see, I got my own logo on my hat now, and I'm hoping in the next year to do a few giveaways, which will be exciting. Which, if you watch in the past, you know I do guess the bale challenge, guess different challenges, and we'll be hopefully doing a giveaway with a hat or a t-shirt or maybe a sweater. We'll see how that goes. So that's exciting. So I think that'll be the end of this video. Have a merry rest of the Christmas if you're watching it on Christmas Day. If you're watching it after Christmas Day, I hope you had a happy Christmas and a happy New Year. We will see you again, I think, before the New Year, but thank you for watching. Go ahead and subscribe if you're not subscribed. And it is getting cold out here, so I'm gonna end the video. We'll see you in the next one. Until next time.